Good morning. Vaccines have reduced and in some cases eliminated many diseases that killed or severely disabled people just a few generations ago. Autism is a developmental disorder that is characterized by difficulty in social interaction, communication, and by restrictive or repetitive patterns of thoughts or behavior. Vaccinations do not cause autism. The purpose of my speech today is to explain where this idea came from and why children should be vaccinated. In 1998, there was a case series published in the Lancet Medical Journal by Dr. Andrew Wakefield and 12 colleagues. This case series stated that the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, also known as MMR, was linked to autism. The rate of children receiving the MMR vaccine rate dropped because parents were concerned their children would be at risk of getting autism, considering the MMR vaccine and autism both occur early on at about 18 months. Wakefield explained that 8 children showed signs of autism days after being vaccinated with MMR. He then further studied, saying the virus from the vaccine causes inflammation in the children's stomach, which then messes with normal brain development. The studies Dr. Wakefield did leading up to the paper being published were not approved by the hospital that he practiced at, along with Dr. Wakefield paying children at his own son's birthday party for blood samples. Wakefield was also a paid consultant to attorneys of parents that thought vaccines had harmed their children. In the decades since Wakefield published this, many researchers have failed to confirm his claims. In January of 2010, the General Medicine Council ruled that he acted dishonestly and irresponsibly when conducting his experiments. Wakefield had stated that the MMR vaccine should not be given as a combination shot, but instead as a single dose for each a year apart. This statement led to outbreaks of measles in some parts of the country. As investigations began, they found in June of 1997, Wakefield filed a patent being one of the inventors of a vaccine that would eliminate the measles virus. In February of 1998, Wakefield had also applied for permission to run a trial for a potential measles vaccine, along with setting up a company that would produce and sell the vaccine. The man that would be the managing director of the company was a father to one of the children Wakefield saw, claiming to have developmental problems. In Wakefield's contract with the hospital, he was not allowed to treat children, to which he still ordered tests and procedures for children that were not needed. According to the website Guardian, Dr. Shona Hilton at the Medical Research Council, the scare had a huge impact on parents, undermining their trust in the MMR vaccination. Thankfully, confidence is returning and the uptake of the MMR vaccine is increasing. We need to continue rebuilding trust with parents that the MMR vaccine is safe and ensure those parents caring for children with autism do not blame themselves. In February of 2010, editors of Lancet retracted Wakefield's paper, stating that it was utterly clear his statements in the paper were false. Wakefield, who is now in the United States, is continuing to claim vaccines cause autism even after he lost his license to practice medicine. According to Autism Society, autism has increased by 119.4% since 2000 and is the fastest growing developmental disability. The cause of autism is not known. Researchers suggested that autism develops from a combination of genetic or non-genetic or environmental influences, these increasing the risk of a child developing autism but not the cause. According to Autism Speaks, changes in certain genes increase the risk that a child will develop autism. If a parent carries one or more of these gene changes, they may be passed to a child even if the parent does not have autism. Other times, these genetic changes arise spontaneously in an early embryo, which increase the risk of autism. For some, the timing of the diagnosis lines up with the children's vaccines. Scientists have conducted extensive research over the past 2 decades regarding vaccines and autism. Autism Speaks states the result of research is clear. Vaccines do not cause autism. Diseases that at one time killed or injured thousands of people are close to extinction now because of vaccines. For example, polio. According to vaccines.gov, polio was once America's most feared disease, causing death and paralysis across the country. But today, thanks to vaccinations, there are no reports of polio in the United States. Vaccines are only given to children after they have been carefully reviewed by healthcare professionals, scientists, and doctors. While they might be uncomfortable, cause pain, or cause the area of the vaccine to be sore, the benefits from getting them are much greater than the possible side effects. The purpose of my speech today was to explain where the idea that vaccines cause autism came from, and why children should be vaccinated. If we continue vaccinating now and vaccinating completely, parents in the future may be able to trust that some diseases of today will no longer be around to harm their children in the future. Thank you.